Hi folks, Lee here and welcome back to the channel. So, as you all probably know, there's been a bit of an update in Call of Duty recently. We've been getting some new content, some new stuff, and one of the things is this new map called Sanatorium, and it's a map for this new game mode called Fireteam Dirty Bomb, and this game mode has been in the game basically since I downloaded it a few weeks ago, so it's been there, but I've not really been able to play it until now because the servers for it seem to be empty already. But with this new map it seems to have come back a little bit. Now, it took me a few games to actually find a game that didn't have any connection issues or whatever, so I don't know whether that's me or whether that's the game, I don't know what's going on there. But so basically I jumped into it. As you can see, got a little bit of a kind of gunfight going on there. Always getting caught out by, basically running out of ammo and need to reload. But I kind of chop and change between different weapon sets in this game. As I say, this is the first game that I was able to play with a good connection. And my first impressions of this mode is I'm finding it a lot of fun. I've been watching a lot of Drifter lately, and he sort of compares it to his theory is Treyarch might be looking to get sort of something similar to Blackout back again, and I would actually love that, because I know a lot of people like Warzone. Now, to be fair, in Warzone, I've not played an awful lot of it. I've been meaning to download it on the Xbox recently, but it's just a massive update, and then I would probably need to buy Modern Warfare as well, to really get the kind of full experience of that. But I will get round to downloading it eventually, and hopefully doing some Warzone gameplay as well. That would be pretty cool. But back to the main point, I loved Blackout, in Black Ops 4. I thought that was a fantastic mode. I think I enjoyed the kind of slightly more arcadey feel of that one. I don't know, I just loved that kind of mode in general. And so the thing is, I don't know whether it would make sense for them to bring it back for this game just now, because obviously you've got Warzone. But I think the main thing that really done Blackout in, that made it less successful than Warzone, was obviously that to play Blackout you needed to buy Black Ops 4, which was like £60 or $60 depending on where you're at, but as I said, I loved Blackout, and I would love to see that come back. So that's kind of one of the main reasons why I'm really loving this game mode so far, is it feels like a little bit like that's coming back. Even the map, Warzone, the map, is pretty there's an awful lot of grey and kind of dark tones, whereas this is a little bit more sort of colourful and arcadey, and it's quite weird because usually I like the kind of dark tone, but I don't know, there was just something about the Blackout map and how that worked that I felt it just fit, I just thought it was a really cool map, whereas I've seen the Warzone map in videos, and as I said, I've played it just a little bit, and I just didn't enjoy it quite as much as Blackout, to be honest. But this is a really cool game mode so far. I'm really enjoying it. As you can see, the first little bit of the gameplay, I was trying to do a kind of sniper and Krig setup. So I was trying to run around with that, and I was doing okay, but I was getting really restless with weapon sets in this game. And that tends to happen to me a lot in Call of Duty or even Battlefield, if there's those long games, I sometimes get in a kind of rut where there's almost 3 stages of the game. The first one will be that I'll deploy with a weapon set, stick with it for a little while, do okay with it, then the second stage is I'll start switching weapons, trying new weapons. I'll do shit for like a good part of the game, and then the final stage is like I'll switch back to the weapon set that I was using originally and do fine with that. It's just one of those things that happens to me in these games. But yeah, so I've got this like sniper rifle set up, and it works okay for me, you know. I imagine this would be a really good game mode for, you know, basically practicing your sniping, you know. And to be fair, like, I feel like I do not too badly at some points, you know. And I've played a few games since then, and, you know, a few games of this game mode since this video. And, you know, as I said, I've been having a lot of fun. Like, it's a really cool game mode. You know, I wish, like, basically that I think it'd be quite cool to like find people to play this game mode with, get a few games, because the real joy of Battle Royale for me is like, and I know this isn't technically a Battle Royale, but it's got the kind of feeling of a Battle Royale, if you know what I mean. I love when you're in a squad, whether it's like a pair of 2 people or a full squad of like 4 people, and you're all chatting and coordinating, and you know, you're finding all the best weapons. And I know obviously with this one you're basically deploying with your kit already, so you're not really scouring for weapons or anything like that. But I just love that's what I loved about playing Blackout, and a little bit of Warzone that I played, is, you know, when you find a good team and, you know, you're running around, you're deciding where to go next, you're all covering each other, you're calling out enemies when you see them. You know, there's just something about that kind of like team play and teamwork that I just love, you know. Because with a lot of these games, like, you know, you're playing a game of Battlefield, you're playing a game of Call of Duty, and if you're playing multiplayer, like, quite often you're playing solo, you're not playing with anyone, you know. And even if you're in a team, like, your other teammates are kind of like, they're just there, you know, like you're not really interacting with them in any kind of like meaningful way. But that's what I love about Battle Royale, is like, you know, people work with each other a lot more. And it can get quite difficult, like, if you've got a Battle Royale that's been out for a while, sometimes you lose that a little bit. Because I remember in the later days of like Blackout, like, it was really difficult to find games with people that were actually willing to like play the game properly, you know, and actually like communicate. So that can be a bit of a difficulty, but it's one of those game things that, like, when it works well, you know. And it's like, when you've got like a good Battle Royale match, like, in a good squad, it's like almost nothing beats it, in my opinion, you know. But yeah, it's really cool. So the other thing with this game mode is I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I'm running around trying to kill things and, you know, kind of cover my team, you know. That's kind of like my main priority. So that is one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to look up, like, how do you actually play this particular game mode, because I'm just running around, you know. But yeah, it's really cool. I like the map. It's got a lot of kind of sort of vertical things to it. Obviously I kind of get like popped by a guy up that kind of balcony thing there. He's using the Krig as well. But yeah, like I like this map as well. It's got bridges. There is helicopters in this mode. Like, you actually get like a Hind. It's like a proper like attack helicopter. I got the chance to use that once, but it was in a game again that was quite a bad connection. Like, things were lagging a lot, which is a bit of a shame. But from what I've played of the helicopter, like, it is really cool, you know. There is other vehicles as well, like there's this kind of buggy thing with a machine gun in the back of it. You've got bikes, which I use a little bit. I try throwing a tomahawk here and kind of just hope for the best. I thought I had a grenade, but obviously not. I did snipe that guy, and I don't quite know what happens to him, but as I says, as you can see here again, like, it's a good map for like practicing your sniping, and a good game mode in general for that, so you know, that's pretty cool. I don't do amazingly in this game, but as I says, it was more of a kind of like just first impressions, you know, just jumping in and sort of trying it. And obviously, as I said, I watched like Drifter's video on this, so you know, I just thought like I'm going to give it a go myself. And it does seem to be like, you know, it does seem to be that there's people playing it, you know. I have noticed with this game, like Cold War in general, that it already seems to be dying a death a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. As I says, I was really finding it difficult to find a game of Fireteam Dirty Bomb before this new map, so I don't know whether it was just a bad map originally or what, to be honest, you know. So, but we've got this new map now, so there's no worries really about that. And it's a good map, you know. So, I'm kind of running around here. I've still got the sniper out. And my team's kind of all over the place a little bit, you know. We weren't talking to each other, which is a bit of a shame, but even if we were, I mean, the other thing is, like, obviously the way I'm doing the clips just now, they're maximum 10 minutes long each. You don't really get voice chat with them either, so it's really just gameplay. So I'm having to record my voice over this, as you can probably tell. But the thing is, I think I've figured out a way to basically get around that, you know. So I'm hoping in the near future that if I can get other folks to, you know, play the game with, that I'll be able to play it with them. But I think it's going to involve Skype and sort of, you know, a couple of other things, you know, as well, because basically what I'm going to have to do is, I've got the Mac and I've got this program called, I think it's OneCast or something like that, and basically it's like £17 or something like that, right? But for that, what it basically does is it streams your Xbox to your Mac or your computer, and of course, as you can see here in the gameplay, I'm going to go after this boat with an RPG and fail miserably. You know, Type 63 action here, like, you know, that seems to work really well as a gun in this game. But back to what I was saying. So if I get OneCast and stream it to my laptop, and then I can record in Camtasia, and I imagine if I've also got like Skype up, then, you know, on my laptop, then if I've got a squad in Skype, then I can probably sort of record gameplay videos with that without having to spend like, you know, £100 or whatever on a capture card. But it is going to be an awkward setup, you know. That's me just getting sort of wrecked by that boat there. But yeah, it's not going to be like a setup where like I can jump into a game with random strangers and record the voice chat, you know, which is a little bit disappointing, you know. It is a bit of a shame, but you know, if I can even give that setup a go and see how that goes, I would love to run a squad in a battle royale game or something like that. I think that would be really cool. As I says, like the capture card that I bought, you know, before didn't really work very well, and I'm really just kind of trying to find methods of doing this without, you know, spending hundreds of pounds on another capture card, which I will do it eventually, you know. I will bite the bullet and sort of do it eventually, but I just kind of want to try sort of giving my best shot at like practicing to sort of make good content at the moment, you know. So yeah, I really hope I can sort of maybe get a squad together at some point, or even one other person, and just sort of, you know, get into this game and get on Skype and see what I can do. You know, I don't exactly know if it will work yet, but I think it would be something that would be worth trying. So as you can see, we've got to the end of the game there. I didn't do immensely well. It was really just more of a kind of first impressions thing, you know. But as I said, I'm really pleased with this game mode. You know, I think it'll be really a lot of fun to play in the future. So yeah, that's all I can say really. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more Call of Duty content, then please do subscribe. And if you'd like to, you know, if you've heard my points with like the Skype thing, and you know you'd maybe like to give that a go with me, then feel free. You know, just leave me a comment and we'll see what we can do. I think that'd be quite cool. Bye folks.